module we are going to talk about functions. Now, what exactly are function? A function is a block of organized reusable code that is used to perform a single repeatable action. Function provide better modularity for your application and a high degree of code reusing. Now, the basic structure of a Python code. Python make use of a blocks, and a block is an area of code of written in the format of blockhead, first block line and the second block line, where a block line is more Python code and the blockhead of a function is of the following format: block keyword, block name, argument 1 and argument 2. Block keyword you already know are, if, for and while. How do you write a function in Python now? Function in Python are defined using the block keyword def, followed with the function's name as the block's name. For example, def, my first function, bracket, this is the function head. Print, this is my first Python function body. Now the function name can be whatever you want it to be, provided it is not a reserved keyword such as class, def, finally, etc. More ways to write function. Function may also receive argument variable passed from the caller to the function. For example, def function with argument name, age. Now body part will be print I am name and I am age, years old. Arguments are value that are assigned by the caller to be able to use the function for a set of conditions. The keyword is used to substitute the value of the argument with those given by the caller. Now, calling a function. Function can be called by the user anywhere in a piece of code, provided it all lies within the scope of access of the function. Simply write the function's name followed by bracket, placing any required argument within the bracket. For example, my first function, bracket. If we have to obtain a result from a function for a particular set of arguments, then we can call it as result is equal to my function with argument 1 and argument 2. The result will be stored in the variable result. Returning values from a function. Function may return a value to the caller using the keyword return. For example, if we call a function that calculates the sum of two numbers, the function will look something like def sum two number a and b, return a and b, a plus b. The value can be stored in a variable as sum is equal to sum two number 3 or 4. A simple example. Let us write a function to find the product of three number that will be given by the user. It could be written as def try product a b c, return a into b into c. This function can be called as try is equal to try product 2 3 4. We will obtain 24 as our answer. Passed by reference versus value. All parameters in the Python language are passed by reference. It means if you change what a parameter refers to within a function, then change also reflects back in the calling function. For example, function definition def change my list. This changes a past list into the function. My list dot append 1 2 3 4, print value inside the function my list. Now you can call change me function my list 10 20 30, change me my list. Now print the value outside the function my list. Passed by reference versus value. Here we are maintaining reference of the past object and appending the value in the same object. So this would produce the following result. Value inside the function 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. Value outside the function 10, 20, 30, and 1, 2, 3, 4. There is one more example where argument is being passed by reference and the reference is being overwritten inside the function called function. Def change me my list. This changes a past list into this function. My list is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this would assign a new reference in my list. Now print value inside the function my list. My list is equal to 10, 20, 30. Change me function in my list. Now print the value outside the function my list. The parameter mylist is local to the function change.me. Changing mylist within the function does not affect mylist. The function accomplish nothing, and finally this would produce the following result. Value inside the function 1, 2, 3, 4. Value outside the function 10, 20 and 30. Function argument. You can call a function by using the following type of formal arguments: required arguments, keyword arguments, default arguments, variable length arguments. Now, required arguments. Required arguments are the argument passed to a function in the correct positional order. Here, the number of argument in the function call should match exactly with the function definition. Example: to call the function print me, you definitely need to pass one argument, otherwise it will give an syntax error as a follow. The error will be def print me string. This prints a pass string into this function print string. Now you can call print me function. When the above code is executed, it produces the following result. It will give you a type error. Print takes exactly one argument and the 0 given. Now, keyword argument. When you use the keyword arguments in a function call, the caller identifies the argument by the parameter name. This allows you to skip the argument or place them out of the order. Because the Python interpreter is able to use the keyword provided to match the value with the parameter, you can also make keyword calls to the function in the following ways. Def print info name and age. This prints a passed info into this function. Print name name, print age. Print info age is equal to 20 and name is equal to Tyler. When the above code is executed, it produces the following result: name is equal to Tyler and age is equal to 20. Now, default argument. A default argument is an argument that assumes a default value if a value is not provided in the function call. For that argument, the following example gives an idea on default argument. It prints default age if it is not passed. Def print info name and age is equal to 25. This prints a passed info into this function. Print name is equal to name and print age is equal to age. Print info age is equal to 20 and name is equal to Tyler. Print info name is equal to Tyler. When the above code is executed, it produces the following result: name is equal to Mickey, age is equal to 20. Now again, name is equal to Mickey and age is equal to 25. Default value of 25 is printed. Variable length arguments. You may need to process a function for more arguments than you specified while defining the function. These arguments are called variable length argument and are not named in the function definition, unlike required, default arguments. Syntax for a function with non-keyword argument variable arguments is this: define function name formal argument into asterisk variable argument tuple. Function docstring, function body, return expression. This is the syntax. An asterisk is placed before variable name that holds the value of all non-keyword variable argument. This tuple remain empty if no additional argument are specified during function call. Following is an simple example: def print info argument 1 asterisk variable tuple. This prints a variable passed argument. Prints output is print argument 1 for where in tuple print variable. Print info 10, print info 70, 60 and 50. When the above code is executed, it produces the following result: output is 10 and the output is 70, 60, 50. Anonymous function. These functions are called anonymous because they are not declared in the standard manner by using the def keyword. You can use the lambda keyword to create small anonymous function. Lambda forms can take any number of argument but return just one value in the form of an expression. They can not contain commands or multiple expression. An anonymous function cannot be a direct call to print because lambda require an expression. Lambda function have their own local namespace and cannot access variable other than those in their parameter list and those in the global namespace. Although it appears that lambdas are a one-line version of a function, they are not equivalent to inline statement in C or C++, whose purpose is by passing function stack allocation during invocation for performance reason. The syntax of lambda function contains only a single statement, which is as follow: lambda argument 1 argument 1 to argument n. This is expression. Following is the example to show how lambda form of a function work. Sum is equal to lambda argument 1 argument 2 and argument 1 plus argument 2. Now you can call sum as a function. Print value of total sum 10 and 20. Print value of total sum 20 and 20. When the above code is executed, it produces the following result: value of total is 30 and you can see the value of total again is 40. Scope of a variable. All variable in a program may not be accessible at all location in that program. This depends on where you have declared a variable. The scope of a variable determines the portion of the program where you can access a particular identifier. There are two basic scope of a variable in Python: global variable and local variable. Global versus local variable. Variables that are defined inside a function body have a local space, and those defined outside have a global scope. This means that a local variable can be accessed only inside the function in which they are declared, whereas global variable can be accessed throughout the program body by all function. When you can call a function, the variable declared inside it are brought into the scope. Following is a simple example. Total is equal to 0. This is a global variable. Function definition is here. Def sum argument 1 and the argument 2. Add both the parameter and return them. Total is equal to argument 1 plus argument 2. Here is the total. His total is a local variable. Print inside the function of a local total. Return totals. Sum 10 and 20. Print outside the function global total. When the above code is executed, it produces the following result. Inside the function local total is 30. Outside the function global total is equal to 0. Generator function and expression. Generator are very easy to implement but a bit difficult to understand. Generator are used to create iterator but with a different approach. Generator are simple function which return an iterable set of items one at a time in a special way. When an iteration over a set of items start using the for statement, the generator is run. Once the generator function code reaches a yield statement, the generator yields its execution back to the for loop, returning a new value from the set. The generator function can generate as many values, possibly infinite, as it wants, yielding each one in its own turn. Python provides tools that produces result only when needed. Generator function, they are coded as normal def but use yield to return result one at a time, suspending and resuming. Generator expression, they are similar to the list comprehension but they return an object that produces result on demand instead of building a result list. Because neither of them construct a result list all at once, they save memory space and allow computation time to be split by implementing an the iteration protocol. Here is a simple example of a generator function which returns 7 random integer. Import random def lottery. Returns 6 number between 1 and 40. For I in x range 6, yield random.rand int 1 and 40. Returns a seventh number between 1 and 15. Yield random.randit 1 to 15. For random number in lottery, print and the next number is the random number. Let us write a generator function which returns the Fibonacci series. They are calculated using the following formula. The first two number of the series is always equal to 1 and each consecutive number returned is the sum of last two number. This can be done by a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2, a and b is equal to b and a. Let us have a look at the code for this. As you can see, def Fibonacci a and b, a1 is equal to 1 and 1, while 1 yield a and b is equal to b, a plus b. Testing code. Import types. If type Fibonacci is equal to type is equal to generator, types dot generator, print this Fibonacci function is a generator. Now counter is equal to 0. For n in Fibonacci, print n. Counter plus is equal to 1. If counter is equal to 10, break. Now this is the reference and resources. Hope to see you again. Thank you.